Hey there, Javi. So, with the news of the new president, I'm really concerned about my prospects of buying a house now. Interest rates have surged since he won, and I'm just really concerned about our future regarding home ownership. What do you think we should do? Should we just jump the, what's that, boat? Jump the shark? Jump the shark? I'm not sure if that's proper. Anyways, should we just go and buy a house already? Is I think what they're trying to say. Our realtors just called us and said that they're expecting prices to start surging rapidly and we should hurry up and make a move now. What do you think? Does this sound legit? Should we worry? Or what do we do? Let us know. Thank you. Well, thank you for the lovely email. And of course, remember, you guys can always email me here for any questions or if you want to be featured on the channel. So here's the thing. Yes, it's true. Rates did go up. Let me just pull some data real quick. Hold on. There we go. Mortgage News Daily, which, by the way, free, completely free to keep an eye on rates for free here, right? So we did see at the beginning of the week, they surged to like low sevens. We're seeing a little bit of a dip now, but it was a spooky time for sure, to say the least. So that is true. We did see some rates drop. We also did see that there's well, not a new president, but a returning president. And anytime there's any kind of shift, people are always getting nervous and they're just like, what do we do? What I want to address mostly is the comment about your realtor calling you and saying that prices are going to change. I recently had a situation where I have a seller. I loved him to death. And I helped them buy a few years ago. Now they're selling and they're looking to buy in another state. And I got a call from their agent in the other state saying, hey, they're losing on equity here. If we don't reduce the price of their house here that we're selling and get it sold quicker, there's so much equity that they're potentially going to lose out on. It's just worth to them to lose money over there and make money here. And they need to just get the ball rolling. They didn't say that exactly, but that's what they're telling me. So here's what I think is honestly happening. I think realtors are seeing rates go up. And whenever rates increase sharply, business goes down. So whenever business goes down, there needs to be more ways to create and get that business going. So whenever you have a conversation with any salesperson, whether you're thinking about solar, windows, real estate, lending, mortgage, buying, whatever, when you have a call from them, there's a difference between a follow-up call and a sales call. And whenever you've identified it's a sales call, just be aware. I'm not telling you to F them, go hang up on them and tell them to go F themselves. Like, no, it's okay. But in that situation where the agent called you and it was like, oh my gosh, the prices are going to go up, you need to get going now. Is it a follow-up call or is it a sales call? Because last I checked, there hasn't been anyone that's been accurate with the real estate market. So there's no like fortune tellers out there that are going to know exactly what's going to happen. So I don't think your agent is the key secret ingredient of what's been missing in all our lives, that they figured out the market that no one else has. First, I will say that, right? I think in that situation, if you would have identified this as a sales call, then it's like, what's the motivation here? You know, if I were in that situation, I'm obviously maybe not real estate, but let's say I'm buying a car and I get a call from my car guy and he's like telling me, oh, this, that, or the other. I would tell him, his name's Conrad. Conrad, are you aware of my current situation? Like, do you need me to remind you? And he'll go, well, no, or maybe we'll need a reminder. Or he'll just maybe make up something on the spot. But I would say, Conrad, I'm trying to not get into more debt. I'm trying to pay off all my cars. And then my car that I'm driving now, I'm going to give to my son when he's a teenager. And maybe then I will buy another car. For now, I'm not going to change my plans based on the market. And in this situation with your agent calling you and telling you now's the time, bada boom, I think it's a good time to go, hey, do you remember what my situation is? Yes, no, maybe. I'm saving money right now. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, bada boom, whatever you want to say that you were working on. And we're going to not be considering buying until this is in the right situation. I recently said in a video, which I recommend here, where I give my honest feedback on whether you should buy or not. I talk about on the importance of understanding what your personal goals are of your savings, your personal goals of your like investments, your retirements, of your credit, like all the personal things that you need to make sure to support before you become a home buyer. And if you're still in that phase of your life where you're building yourself to be an excellent home buyer, then it doesn't matter what gets thrown your way. It doesn't matter if the rates go to 10% or they drop to 5%. The market right now is in a yellow, which means you should not be buying unless you're in an excellent position to buy. And if you're not in an excellent position to buy, you shouldn't be forcing it. Whereas if the market was like amazing and rates were super low or houses really cheap, you would borrow money, do what you need to do to get a house. We're not there, right? We're in a position where you have to be in an excellent position to buy. And if you're not in an excellent position, then work towards becoming in an excellent position. If you're wondering what that means, go watch the video. There's a link right here. But if you are in an excellent position to buy and you're not ready to buy, then maybe hear them out. Like if it is truly a sales call, just see what he says. But just make sure it's not speculative data. Make sure it's backed data. If I'm in a position to buy and I'm just like, I just don't want to, and I get a call from my car guy, even though I know my situation, but I'm in a position to buy and he has something to pitch. I mean, it's his job. I'm not going to fault him for it. But if he tells me, Javier, the new Priuses look nice, and right now I got a specific deal. The last two people that I sold a Prius to, I got them like $5,000 under MSRP because we have an overage right now of inventory stock, and I'm pretty sure I can get you an equally good deal. Like, now that piques my attention because I like the new Priuses, and I can get it $5,000 under MSRP. And I'm like, okay, that's not a bad idea. So if they are calling to sale, don't look for speculative data, look for actual back data. Like I've just sold a house with the last few buyers that bought a house, have bought it 20, 30K under price, have gotten this much of concessions, have done this, that, or the other. It's seeming like someone who's looking to buy, although rates suck right now, they look like they're putting themselves in a good shape where they're saving a lot of money off the price to kind of pad that, where if we wait for things to get more competitive, rates drop, then you're not going to maybe get that good of a deal on the house. I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing a scenario out there. But to you, my friend, I'll say this. Identify when your agent or your lender calls, if it's a sales call, if it's a follow-up call. And if it is a sales call, you need to gently but firmly remind them what your goals are. And if you are in an excellent position to buy because you've met your goals, then don't just look at the speculative data and just go with that. Look at back data. And if that back data is enticing and actually makes sense, then I don't know, maybe play ball. We'll see. If you have any questions, looking to buy a house or sell a house in Phoenix, or looking to connect with an agent anywhere, just send me an email here and I will send you to the right resources. And of course, if you're looking for anything else, some coffee, go to your local coffee shop. Go visit them, give them a hug, let them know everything's gonna be okay.